This is the Man Stop It podcast. Man, stop it. Man, stop it. With another one. And it's about my son Scrapp and Lil Dee from 600. They was at juvenile court on 12th and Roosevelt. I didn't go to court with him this day. His mother went with him. And it's like probably one of the only courts I missed with him. I didn't go to court with him. And he had to go to court for one of them cases I guess he had. And bumped heads with Lil Dee from 600, Booker 600 little brother. And they bumped heads in court. And he came home, his mama told me that he was fighting in court. I'm like, he was fighting in court? Who you was fighting in court, bro? He was like, I ran into Lil Dee, Booker brother. And he said it was a rumble. He said it was a rumble, boy, rumble. And I'm like, shit, you beat his ass? His mama was like, shit, that boy was hiding them son. But I know my son, shit, he ain't gonna bow down to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you is. If he see him anywhere, he gon' fight. That's one thing about my son Scrap. He gon' fight. And she said they bumped heads, man, and man, they got it in the hallway of the juvenile facility. So they was in that bitch rumbling. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't there, shit. I'm glad I wasn't there, you know. I wouldn't have did shit, but, broke it up, you feel me? Because he was a juvenile too, both of them juvenile. So, yeah, I would have just, jumped in between it and broke that shit down like the sheriffs did. They said they was rumbling, though. They got into it, man. You know, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, they said it was a rumble. You know, they bumped heads at court, shit. I wasn't there. I didn't see it, but when they got home, they told me about it. You know what I'm saying? And I told my son, shit, did you get his ass? Shit. He like, yeah, pop, shit. But it was a rumble. Man, shit wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying? But he said, shit, he went at him. You know what I'm saying? D was a little bigger, I think. You know, than Brian. They around the same age. But Lil D from 600, he always been a little big dude. You know what I'm saying? And I know him when I see him. I know Lil D from 600. I know him. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he used to. He was a little healthier, a little bigger than Brian. But shit, my son say he ain't bagging down from nobody, man. And shit. He got out, I know it's a few of them. If Brian seen them, like, if they saw each other, like, in passing, that he'd really fight. Like Rondo, any of them like that, he'll fight. I know one time we was at this job place and I had to take my son to this job place to get a job. So one of the guys from the IDB Wells, he pulled my son's name out of something for a job. And my son, we went down that shit, and he saw one of them guys from Front Street, and he looked at him and he was like, yeah, he from Front Street. And I told his ass, like, that shit ain't finna happen, man. He looked at him like he wanted to jump up and just go over there and get on that with him, but I told him, no, you're not finna do that. Your ass here for a job. But I'm just saying, like, that with him and Lil Dee, if that was Lil Dee in there, sitting in there, he probably would have jumped up and been like, no, we finna fight. You know what I'm saying? But the other little shorty from Front Street, he really just looked him off. He wanted to, but he was mugging him. You know, he really was mugging him. And I told him, man, no, you're not finna do that. You here for a job. You know what I'm saying? And that was that. You know what I'm saying? But him and D, they said they got into it. Yeah, Lil D always been chubby, you know, and they was rumbling. But the next day, I had to go back up to that job place because he his I had to take his social security number. You know what I'm saying? I didn't take his social security number, so I'm like, damn, I got to go back up here. So so I go back up there, and they got refreshments outside the little place where you got to go in. They got refreshments and shit for you to snack on and shit like that. Waters, chips, shit like that. So I go back, and as I'm running up the stairs, right? As I'm going up the stairs, and when I get to the top of the stairs, and I look up, who I see was Rondo, little RondoNumbaNine. So I'm like, damn. So I seen him, and I'm to my mind like I'm glad my son ain't with me, cause he would have fought Rondo. They would have been in that fight, man, if he'd have came with me and saw that. So I'm like, damn. So Rondo was there. He was getting some chips and shit off the refreshment shit they had outside for everybody. So Rondo, when he saw me, that's why, I know Rondo know me too. When he see me, he know me. You know what I'm saying? So he looked, because, I used to take Brian the hoop with them. So he saw me and he looked like, he froze. Like, damn. To himself, like, that's Scrap Dad. You know what I'm saying? So I go on the inside and I tell my man, he from the Wells, I forgot his name, but he know the family. You know what I'm saying? So I said, man, look, one of the little, 600 shorties is out here, little Rondo. He was like, where he at? I'm like, shit, he in, he in there. I'm telling him about it because I wasn't gonna let my son come back. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to, I just didn't want my son bumping heads with them and them bumping heads with each other. So I tell him about it. He like, shit, where he at? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, he in there. So as I'm talking to him outside when I'm leaving, and I'm talking to him outside, I'm in my car, and he talking to me like, man, where you at, bro? You got me? I said his name Rondo, bro. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as I said that, Rondo come running out the door. And it's another one. I'm not finna call nobody on nobody, bro. But I had to let him know, like, my son can't come back here because, you know, he gonna bump heads with them. So he was like, shit, where you at? So when he ran out, I said, there you go, right there. He ran across the car. So he see Rondo run past me. Now, his mama parked on the other side of King Drive because it was on 35th and King Drive. But his mama parked all the way on the other side of King Drive by where that Chase Bank and shit at on that side. So he ran across the street and the car was parked all the way over there. So he was like, oh, you ain't got to worry about that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shit, he out. I'm going to kick him out, bro. He ain't finna be in here no more. You know what I'm saying? Because he did that because who I am and the family. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, no, I ain't gonna let my son come back. But that's just the story on Scrap and Lil D. You know what I'm saying? The fight and Audie home. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying this to say, man, look, man. Man, stop it, man.